Okay, as you can see, there's a different scenery here. Instead of being outside enjoying nature, currently we have been having some big rain. And so, like, I was going to do my live stream outside today, and it decided to pour. So, um, I mean, it's not that we wouldn't be sheltered out there, but I didn't want to take a chance of the rain blowing in and, you know, messing with the phone. Not smart. Anyway, so I'm sorry that I've been AWOL on y'all, but the last live stream that I gave, I had mentioned that I was in my cycle. And so really there wasn't anything for me to share. Basically, I had a rough week. Um, it was tough. Um, the like one Tuesday, but like Wednesday, I had an uncontrollable appetite. I was really I couldn't feed myself enough. I ended up eating 3 meals, which has been a little unusual for me because I've been doing very well just eating twice a day. So, but after that, it settled down a little bit. The other thing that I had gotten into was more or less like um, I didn't really eat wholesome, so to speak. My entire staple for the week basically was like shrimp and chicken nuggets and so on and so forth. But other than that, the highest rate I had gotten was 221.1. And I don't remember what day I saw that on because I had just went back and looked at it. I don't remember what day I saw that. I think it was either Tuesday or I think maybe it was Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. But on the whole part, I had stayed 220 throughout the week. Um, at one point, I was 219.8, and then I was right back up to 220 something. But I did. I hung in the 220, which is awesome, really, because when a woman goes into cycle, most generally she gains around 5 pounds. And the smallest that I had been was what, like 217.3 or something like that, somewhere around there. And so basically I had only gained around about 3 pounds for the cycle. So today, more or less, I'm back to normal. I done a walk this morning. I had actually managed to beat the rain. And at first I thought that we was going to have sun, but it slowly started to become overcast. But I still made it. And I had come in this morning at 219.2. Now, um, as it happened, like yesterday, Saturday, I decided to have pork chop with mashed potatoes and broccoli. So I had actually had a good meal Saturday after more or less eating the fast fixins. And so yesterday, I wasn't hungry for the majority of the day. And even when I decided to eat, I still wasn't like overly hungry. Um, I didn't eat until a little after 4:30. That was when I had my first meal overall. I had done communion in church, but of course a little bit of grape juice and a little bit of bread, that's not even a meal. But I ate like 3 fruit slices, and that was it until around 4:30. And then I'd had probably about 8 pieces of shrimp, potato chips with French onion dip, and yogurt. That's all I wanted. And my coffee. Because I didn't even have a cup of coffee yesterday morning. And like I was satisfied with that little bit. And then I turned around and I had some more chips and the rest of the French onion dip because there wasn't much left. And I'd had myself some celery with the French onion dip. So anyway, that was it. That and a Tootsie Roll Pop. That was it. That was it. So I wasn't hungry yesterday. I like just wasn't hungry. Um, and even this morning I wasn't really ravenous. Like I was a little hungry, but I wasn't like needing to dive right into eating. And even though I was somewhat hungry, just a little, the only thing that I really wanted was sausage and egg. Whereas I had been having like a toast or two with butter, 2 sausage, 2 egg, and my yogurt. But I just had my coffee and 2 sausage and 2 egg, and that was it. So I am very happy about that. The very fact that I'm not needing to refuel so much. My appetite is really going down, which is terrific. It's terrific. I'm not complaining a bit. I'd rather not need to eat a whole lot than to need to eat so much to the point that I can't even find satisfaction. So this is good. This is very good. And I have to say I am relieved to see that I'm back down under 220. So now that womanhood is out of the way, I can go on ahead and do another straight shot, and who knows what's up after that. So I am regaining my energy once again. As I said, it was a rough week. It wasn't just a rough week for the eating, but like I was very uncomfortable. And normally when I drink coffee on a daily basis, because I've been drinking it on a daily basis, I hadn't skipped one day. Normally I stay comfortable during my cycle, but this time I actually almost every day I was uncomfortable. And it wasn't anything majorly painful. It's just a very heavy discomfort. And it drained me of the energy. I really didn't feel up to doing anything. So I'm regaining my energy back, and I'm feeling better. So I'm back on par, and I can get back to doing what I need to be doing, like staying active, making sure not to overeat or. And last night, because I had gone through the entire week that I had to ask the Holy Spirit to refresh me on what it is that I need to be focusing on so that I do not overstress. So once again, this is what I'm having to pay attention to. That my carbs and my protein is somewhat balanced, and is that even though I may have some sugar, that I really be careful about the added sugar. That a natural occurring sugar is okay, but the added sugars I need to keep at a minimal. And so that is what I'm needing to make sure to focus on. So today for my dinner, I have got planned for me to have chicken thigh, and one of my side dishes, I have got teriyaki rice, I believe it is, or cheddar and broccoli noodle. So I'm going to be deciding between one or the other. I'm kind of leaning toward the teriyaki rice side. And of course, I'm going to be having green beans. I love the French style. It takes up the flavor so much better than just the regular cut green beans. And I'm going to be having my yogurt then. I had decided to just go on ahead and hold off on my yogurt until my dinner. So um, that's going to be my meal. Um, but I feel good. I feel really good. Uh, I'm glad that I got to do my walk this morning. It was a great thing to be able to go walking and to get out there and get a little bit of air and stuff. And just because it's basically been raining for the past 3-4 days. Um, for any of you who are prayer warriors, be praying for the Texans because we did have some flooding take place. I don't know exactly the different locations. We didn't have any flooding directly like here, but I don't know how close the flooding took place. But there are some confirmed dead, and there are others that are missing. And so, for any of you who are prayer warriors or believe in prayer, be praying for recovery. There's been some organizations to give out donations, and some churches who's given out like prepaid cards, gift cards, and whatnot. So yeah, there's been relief efforts already being put into effect for the areas that have been affected. Um, so yeah. Um, Most generally, when there's flooding, like you'll hear it from around Houston. It's very seldom that you hear about it around here, but it does happen. We do have situations like that around here too. But other than the destruction of the flood, I am very grateful for the rain because we have been needing it. The ground was already starting to dry up and crack where it hadn't rained for quite a few weeks. And so, matter of fact, it didn't rain for the majority of June. The last good soaking that we had was toward the end of May. So it was due for us to have some more good rain. So I'm grateful for the rain. I hate it very much that anybody has been flooded out and has lost their home and even their loved ones. But we do need the rain, unfortunately. Um, but yeah, um, I'm glad to be getting back on track and looking forward to seeing what I managed to accomplish by the end of this week. When I had at the end of the week, because every day on my calendar I write down how much I weigh, and I've got this thing about at the end of the week on Saturday, I calculate to see how much total I had lost or how much total I had gained for the week. And because of the cycle, I had actually gained 2.2 pounds and ounces for after last Sunday. So um, I really do look forward to seeing how much I weigh this weekend now that I can get back on track and everything. So I'm looking for it to look pretty good. So, back to business. Break is over. I kind of considered it somewhat like a break, although I was feeling pretty, um, well, let's just say in the back of my mind, I was dealing with a conscience of going back to my old ways of eating nothing but junk food. Because believe me, the cravings, well, not necessarily cravings because I wasn't craving, but the desire to go back to that. I guess because my body was asking for the fast carbs, but I wasn't wanting to get back into any bad habit like that again. So I just outright, like, I had to still myself quite a bit, and it wasn't easy. The week was not easy, but I got through it. I managed. So I'm glad that I didn't gain any more weight than I had. And so that gives me a fair shake to start the week off with. So here we go again. And maybe by this weekend, I will be like, I don't know, maybe 216. That would be terrific. That would be around 3 pounds for the week, right? So, all right. Anyway, I have got some housework to get done because that was another thing. I couldn't even hardly get off of the couch. I had to stay on the couch. So I didn't get anything done at all during the week. And my cats have really got this place smelling bad. So I've got to take care of all that. And phew, they both go outside. I wish that they would just leave their stuff outside. But they don't. And apparently they won't. And when you got a male cat, even though he's fixed, they are the raunchiest. So anyway, I've got to get this stuff done. I've got things to get done. I've got to write down the counter. It looks horrible. I've got to take care of the trash. Tomorrow's trash day. I gather up the trash on Tuesdays, but this is Monday, and I'm going to go ahead and get it done early, just so I got a good excuse to get rid of that cat litter and get some things done today. It's a good day. It's a good day. I've got energy today. I feel good. I feel good. So anyway, I love you all. Thank you so much. And thank you for you that's viewing right now. For those of you who watches this on the replay, thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate you all. And that is where I stand right now. I jumped up to 221.1 at the highest, and now I'm down to 219.2 as of this morning. And I look forward to moving on ahead through the week. And hopefully I will be around, I'd be happy to be 217 again, but 216 would be even more awesome. Like, and my appointment to see my doctor is September 8th. So I would really love to have an awesome rate for my doctor. I've got 2 more months to have a great rate for him and like really blow him away. Because now this is something that I hadn't shared with you. When I saw my doctor back in February, because I'm on a 6-month appointment with him, when I saw him, I had actually mentioned to him about it seeming like I'm not able to lose the weight, that it was almost like my body was broken because I thought that I was eating better. I had took up walking, and and the really silly thing was like I had in January I'd gotten up to 235, and the day of my appointment, I came in at 226. And of course, the doctor's scale always shows you to be more because of naturally you got your shoes and your clothes on, so you're going to weigh more. And so his scale showed me at 229. And I told him that I thought I wasn't able to lose weight, but yet I had already managed to lose what, like 11 pounds. And so here I was kind of complaining without complaining and telling him my concern that I didn't think I was able to lose the weight. And I told him, I said, I was kind of thinking about maybe going on ahead and doing some diet pills or something. Yeah, I just like, and he said, well, there's a few that I could prescribe you, but they're pretty costly. And I said, well, I don't have money to buy any anyway. And then he said, but now we do have a dietitian that comes in once a week, and you would see her, pay a regular office visit as if you was coming to visit me, and you could see her on a regular basis. And I thought about that, but I didn't in so many words tell him no, I wouldn't be doing that. I just told him, well, I'll think about that. But, and so here I am. I'm taking the initiative to lose the weight naturally, without any medication, without seeing a dietitian, just all through the Holy Spirit and Him guiding me. And I am very, very anxious to find out how much I weigh when I see him, the doctor, in September. And I am looking forward to seeing what he says about how much weight I have lost. So it looks good. Of course, I want to weigh even less than I do right now. It would be terrific for me to be under 200 pounds when I go to see him. That would be really awesome. And I believe I could do it in 2 months, especially now that I'm getting this down, just how to eat, what the Holy Spirit is wanting me to eat, and how the meals are supposed to be balanced. So uh, the anticipation and the prospect of me being under 200 pounds by September when I see the doctor is pretty high. So we'll just see. And I look forward to hearing him be happy. Because it's always great when your doctor is happy with your progress. So, plus, I also know that by taking care of myself better this way, my lab work will look even better as well. So, yep, it's all looking good. I'm getting things down. I'm getting them down. So, it's been a journey. It's been a process, but I'm looking for it to really be greater news. So, as as far as I know, I may or may not be able to do a live stream with you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Miss Callie's vet appointment, so I don't know how that's going to work out, whether or not I'm going to get to do a live stream for you. But I will definitely be seeing you Wednesday if I don't see you tomorrow. And I know I was supposed to do an accountability video Friday, but of course that didn't work out because of everything. The reason why I didn't do the accountability was because I was on my cycle. So nothing would have worked out right for that anyway. So if all works out this Friday, I will be doing an accountability video where you will be seeing my abs. And I will tell you this. They look a lot better than they did a month ago. They look a lot better. Measurement, I don't know. I don't know. But in the mirror, I think they look better. And I will be doing a collage, so therefore you will see last month's photo in comparison to this month. And you'll see side by side the months difference. So I'll be sure to put that together for you. So anyway, that is that for today. The update of how my week was, where I went up to, and where I'm at, and where I'm heading. And I am so grateful to you all. Once again, thank you very much for watching on the replay. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you very much. And I will see you on the next live stream. If not tomorrow, definitely Wednesday. I love yous. And you all have a great day.